Okay, so I'm sure most of you guys know this story by now, and I'm kind of just jumping into the middle of it. But to give you guys some context, there's this YouTuber by the name of Reckless Ben who's been trying to help this family get their Lego collection back that was allegedly stolen by this company called Bricks and Minifigs. But over the past 2 weeks, it has gotten so much crazier than that because this entire Lego situation has basically uncovered so much corruption in the police department and Bricks and Minifigs itself, which that's just the tip of the iceberg. If you guys haven't yet, you guys should really go watch all of Reckless Ben's videos covering this because it'll give you the full story and the weight of the situation. But what I'm going to be reacting to today is the leaked body cam footage that just came out. And I guess this is the owner of the store talking to the police. And everyone's been saying this just shows so much more corruption because the police have been redacting so much footage. And I guess this is the full interaction. So
my wife is scared. What am I supposed to do? I'm trying to work. I'm on a call. She's like, I think they're coming in. All right. What the hell are we going to do? Because he tried coming in the door yesterday. What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do?
So I guess this is when they were in Utah trying to hand him court papers.
Again, I don't know the full story, but we're going to look into some of these previous cases and see what we can do on our end just to hopefully resolve this for you.
Will you call the Sandy Police Department, and I don't know if you guys can coordinate? And maybe they've got some statues that they're working on?
Well, that's going to be a different city, so we'll deal with what we can right here. But again, I'm going to look into those previous cases and I'll be back with you, okay?
This cop seems chill so far.
The officer. So I've been this first officer, Officer Tonga, I've been sending him all the things because he's like, just send it here. They've got a case in Provo that they're working on because they've gone to businesses in Provo and harassed them. So they're getting them on, I don't know, on the agenda, but some kind of interruption of commerce. Does that sound like a crime?
I like how he's claiming harassment, but Ben wouldn't have to go to these lengths if you would have just had a conversation with him from the get-go, met up with him, and tried to resolve this. Like, it's so crazy to me that he's trying to claim he's being harassed and all this stuff. But what he's doing in the video, and I know this will show the raw footage of it, but he was trying to serve him actual court papers so they could actually do this in court.
That's what Provo's working on. Because they keep going to that business and harassing employees.
Interfering with the business.
Well, and that's what they've done with
It's
our
not
commercial
harassment.
stuff, commercial stuff. I mean, I got calls I'm supposed to be on, work I got to do.
What work? Stealing more Legos?
Ignoring work.
With this. So how'd you get your address?
You just Google my phone number and my wife's information and everything about her. So he got my phone number from one of the employees or somebody up there. And so he just Googled it. He's from California. He lives in California. So he flew out here to get YouTube content. Because we closed the store. We put the store out of business. So now he's got no more YouTube content. You know what I mean?
There wouldn't be YouTube content if you just give the fucking Legos back. Like, you're digging your own grave.
I'll show you the kinds
You
of
guys
things he
are
does
writing
at
the content yourselves.
store.
Does he have anything that he's recorded here that he's put on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't think we've given him anything because they keep coming up and they only get police. I just call the police.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to come out and
Make a show and
make a
give him
show,
what he wants.
give him what he wants. He just wants YouTube stuff, right? So I'll show you what he looks like.
So I was gonna say you could put your house into a trust, and then not have your information on the trust.
Yeah.
It's a hassle to do, but it'll also possibly buy you some privacy, right?
It could, yes. Let's
Not
see.
know how long have you lived here?
6 years.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can find the one where. Maybe it's easier this way. Man, I'm cold, man. France, 6th. Three, 6. Okay, so check it out. He comes up. He just wants YouTube content. So they come up.
Dude.
To the business. Look, he's
This
wearing
is so
his underwear.
infuriating
So
that
check
the
this
cops
out.
are
This is
just
the kind of stuff they're
taking
trying to
this
do-
at face
do
value.
at my house, right? So that's him. And
Where does he live?
He lives in California, but this guy in Oregon that thinks that this business stole his Lego hired him to destroy us in the eyes of the public view because they don't have a civil case. They'll lose it.
You destroyed yourself in the eyes of the public. You literally told Ben, sue me, take me to court. Like, you told him to do this, and now that he's doing it, now it's, oh, he's harassing me. He's trying to get YouTube content.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for a contract that you signed. It's that simple. And they hung that sign up. But they're just, this is who I'm dealing with. This is who's freaking taking pictures of my house, you know?
Oh my God.
Would you be comfortable with this guy coming to your house and bugging your wife? Would you like that? No, I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, if he stole $200,000 worth of your fucking Legos, yeah, he's gonna come to your house.
And I know that's not your jurisdiction, but I'm just giving you an idea.
And that was in Oregon, then?
Yeah, this is on the 6th.
So he had to have drove up then from California.
Or flew out, and then he flew out here to get more content for his show.
So they did make contact with him.
Who?
The police, they made contact with him.
So the police up there are...
No, here.
What do you mean?
You said he flew out here.
Yeah, so he flew out, he was here on Sunday. So he's come to my house Sunday, Monday, now Tuesday. So he keeps sending people to my house, right? Driving by, taking pictures in the windows, knocking on the door. That kid's probably part of it. I get his info maybe. My wife thinks he's not, but I just don't trust anybody. Maybe he's not. I mean, what would you do?
I'd put my house into a...
Trust?
Give the Legos back.
Alright, I can do that. I'll do that tomorrow.
and then they can't access and make sure that your name is...
What's so funny is before I even saw this guy's face, in the first video when Ben called him, I could just tell he was bald. You can always just tell.
Like, you're not using your name.
Fitting every bald man stereotype. The Johnny Cash shirt, the khakis.
Makes all your stuff confidential.
So I work for a law firm, so we can do a trust instant.
Yeah, and then so there's like a free people search as well.
Yeah, free people search. How do I delete off of there?
So there's a thing in free people search. You can go in and request that your information be removed.
Oh, really?
I would go in there and make
And then I'll change my phone number.
That's what I would do. And then whoever you change your phone number to, request the carrier not list it anywhere. You know that you're wanting it to remain private.
I thought I'd done that, but I didn't know about the people search thing.
Because free people search, I mean that's tools that just anybody can use.
Anybody, and that's how we got it. And he got my sister's. Sorry, I'm sick.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get you sick. But he got my sister's address in Pleasant Grove and went and pounded on her door and tried to get YouTube content from her. And she's like, dude, I got nothing for you.
Dude. What's so insane is, yes, $200,000 is a lot of money, but Bricks and Minifigs, the corporation, is worth millions upon millions of dollars. If this would have been resolved and they actually were open to communicating with Ben, number one, he wouldn't have had a video. Number two, it's such a fraction of their value. It could have been resolved so much easier. Them not being open to communication and resolving this privately, or just being open to any type of communication, it has turned into such a PR nightmare for them. I just don't see how they're gonna recover from this.
You know what I mean? She don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
He's just trying to harass me. Like, that's all it is YouTube content and then harassment.
Bald face lies.
Care if I get a jacket?
No, yeah.
Where'd he go?
He just went inside to get a jacket really quick. It's like Tonga's been the one that was handling the case.
Tonga, I think Jacqueline.
Okay.
Hawkins.
Yeah. I think Hawkins was the most recent.
Yeah, Hawkins was yesterday. I'm just gonna see if he wants to go trespass, then I'm gonna leave.
Hold on.
All right. What are you wanting done today?
As much
Besides, obviously, talk to.
as much as you humanly possibly can.
You want her trespass?
No. I want them for stalking.
Okay. That's something I can work through, but for right now, you want her trespass.
How is this stalking?
Yes. That's all you can do.
Right now, I can screen charges, but with them saying they're trying to serve papers, kind of puts me in a little bit of a bind. I understand you have a history with.
They're fake.
I understand you have a history with him.
They're not.
But for right now, again, I'm open to screening charges through our attorney.
That's what Ammon, the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, said stalking was. So he sent that to me. 2 or more incidences.
So the CEO just texted him.
Yeah, that's something I'm
Direct-
more than willing to screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
would cause a reasonable person to fear for their safety or suffer significant emotional distress.
So
Okay, let's be real, dude. How are you fearing for your safety? Also, put some shoes on, brother. Holy, what a frame to pause at.
for right now, you want her trespassed?
I want them all trespassed, yes.
I'm gonna go talk with him, give him his paper back, since you do not want this.
Can I
Correct?
just peek at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
It kind of puts me in a little bit
All
of
right,
a
never
bind.
mind. It's fake. There's no
Yes.
lawsuit anyway.
Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna give this back.
Why is he not just giving him the paper and saying you've been served? I don't understand it. Why is the cop not following the law? You should hand him the paper and say you have been served. That's all you have to do. This is a real court document. I don't even know, like, have they verified this yet?
Him
Yeah.
and trespass her.
Because here's the thing. Like, think about this logically. Do you think a process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing a YouTuber to serve papers in Utah?
Again, I don't know the whole situation.
Yes.
Think about
That's
logic.
the legal
This
process.
guy's come to my house 3 days in a row. He's harassing people, and he's just going to be in the same car with a process server? No.
Is he in the car right now?
Yeah. It's just not, that's fake. It is a lie. She's impersonating a process server. That is not a real lawsuit. If it was, it would go to a law firm, and then the law firm would send out a process server. And see, that process server is not going to be friends with the guy that's been harassing me.
I'll talk to her some more about that. But for right now, you want her trespass. You don't want him anywhere near the property, and I'll start looking at charges for stalking.
Yes, stalking.
And this all stems from the store in
Oregon. Yeah, I showed him a video. He
You
shows
don't-
up in his underwear and breaks
you
things.
own this store, or you just work for Bricks and
So
Minifigs?
when we first took it,
So they're looking at charges for stalking on Ben, but they're not looking at charges for refusal to accept court documents that they've followed the legal process to do. Like, in what reality can you get justice when the cops won't follow the law? This dude is lying straight to their face, and they're taking everything he says at face value, but yet they're still skeptical about whether these court documents are real or this is a real process server. Why did they not look into that before even coming back to talk to him?
over, we were just employees. We're there to rescue it. Then, like 4 months into it, we said, sure, we'll sign a franchise agreement. So like April or May, we signed a franchise agreement for it, not knowing how big of a mess this is. And then we operated it until this last month, and we closed the doors, and it's closed forever.
Okay. And
Because of them.
How was he associated with the store?
He's not. He's a YouTuber that this guy hired to harass us because they know they don't have a civil case. So they said, we can't sue you, we would lose. So we're going to take this in the eyes of the public and just...
They didn't sue you originally because you told them you will make them waste so much money to where the court case won't even be worth it. So you threatened him. That's why they didn't originally sue you.
defame and make you guys look like jerks in the public's eye.
Okay.
That's their whole thing. He's a YouTuber.
He has nothing.
You guys made yourselves look like
He's a
jerks.
YouTuber. He lives in California. He has nothing to do with the store. He is just exclusively trying to get content.
He's got a video of him vandalizing the store kind of in Oregon, right?
Yeah, he's hanging signs. They sent a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm gonna murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
What?
And Amanda is she's a tough lady. And Amanda's like, "All right, get to it." And the lady, got scared. Obviously, she didn't kill her, right? They fake signed Amanda's signature, and they said, "Oh, well, you said you signed this, so you owe us money. Start writing checks." Blah blah blah.
Nope, it's on video that she signed that contract herself, and that's completely legal.
That's forgery, vandalism. They helped. This kid went to the park and he set up a little table. He printed a tablecloth that says Bricks and Minifigs, and he had a fake raffle.
It was a real raffle.
People started coming into the store and they're like, "I won the raffle at the park." And they're like, "What raffle? We're not doing a raffle." "Yeah, you had a table set up." He sold shirts out on the corner. He hung signs. He called the store a billion times, threatened the employees. Now they're coming to our houses, and they went to corporate headquarters on Monday.
Okay.
So Provo's working on a case too for whatever reason.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes things a little more clear. He has no association.
He's a
with this
YouTuber.
one.
He's just trying to get content.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to them. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay, going back to the whole vandalism thing too. It wasn't vandalism. The store was already closed, so they hung the sign over saying, "We steal from old people," or whatever the sign said. Basically just exposing why the store was shut down. They closed the store to get out of being sued.
Yeah, process server's really gonna ride with the YouTuber. I mean, how stupid does he think I am?
Pretty stupid. I mean, you look pretty stupid here, brother. You're doing this to yourself. You're an idiot.
Like, the kid delivered the fake the fake package to me. I'm looking at him, I'm like, "You look like you're 16. I'm like, "You work for," look at his hat, UPS. He's like, yeah. Sign here. Man, I'm like, what the heck? And I was sitting there just thinking about it. I went to church and came back. I'm like, "Oh, I bet this is that scammer, So I called the police. I'm like, "Dude, I want you to come look at this fake package." And then they started, 2 cars pulled up. And then the cop showed up on Sunday. And then yesterday, the kid tried to come in the house and the door. And then today, they're taking pictures. I'm just done. I'm done with it. There's got to be something you can do, right?
And that's where screening charges, that immediately gets the attorneys involved in looking at the case, right? It's not having to be further investigated or,
You can see he's just trying to find any way to get him arrested.
Let me see my schedule. I'm missing a call. Care if I call Ammon, the CEO?
Yeah, go ahead. You're not in trouble or anything right now. We're just kind of wanting to know what you want done on this.
As much as we humanly possibly can. What I really want. I want them to go to Brandon's house. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Just here with the police again. They sent they have fake service papers. And the girl is like, she's like, "Oh no, I gotta serve him these papers." Like they printed up a fake lawsuit, And I'm like, "Oh yeah, do you think the process server would really be riding with the YouTube guy to deliver papers to a guy that he's been harassing?" I'm like, "Do you think I'm stupid?"
It's so funny knowing these court documents are real and him being so convinced that they're fake and then saying, "Oh, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm stupid?" It makes you look so dumb, brother.
But I don't know. I'm just done with them.
Yeah.
The girl came up to the house and then I was working. I was on call. So Kaylee's like, she's coming back because Ben told her to come back and take pictures inside the windows. So then she's taking pictures in the windows. And yesterday they tried to come in the door. And then Sunday they delivered the fake package. I don't know what to do, man.
So, did you call the police again?
Yeah, they're here. He's standing here. You're on speaker.
Okay.
I just don't know what to do, man. I'm done with these guys.
So, sorry, officer, what's your name?
Oh,
What's that?
he just saying hi. Officer
Oh, Pitt.
Pitt.
Officer.
Going to tattletale to daddy. He's gonna try and figure out something to get him on.
I'm assuming Josh has kind of explained what's been going on and what's happening. They're using electronic communications to stalk and harass our staff pretty aggressively. Obviously, trying to take pictures inside somebody's home. They tried to come into our office yesterday, and we've now had multiple agencies across multiple cities and multiple states dealing with these individuals. And the Sandy police yesterday were ready and willing to arrest these individuals for Utah statutes for cyberbullying and digital stalking, because they're using electronic means for communication and coordinating their stalking habits.
Oh, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's all of the above.
Okay, got it.
But because they're continuing to use additional tactics and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot. The reality is they are causing financial, physical, and emotional harm. The harm that they're creating, going after the individuals, their families are afraid to leave the house.
Yeah.
Because they're doxing people, they're doing things to try and generate hate and online. So they're actively spreading falsehoods online. They're doing all sorts of things just to extort money out of us. So we've got pending extortion.
Extorting money out of you, bro. You've extorted $200,000 out of a family with a dying father. It is insane that they're trying to claim extortion and this plethora of other charges when you have robbed them in broad daylight and nothing has been done. And you're surprised that they're going to the lengths that they're going to because you won't respond to them or give them any receptiveness. It's mind-blowing, dude.
Like a case that the Provo Police Department's working on us with. And there's lots of things, but they're ramping things up and they're continuing to send people, and they just won't leave people alone.
Yeah.
They're ramping things up because you won't give the Legos back. That's as simple as it is.
So somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue to do this. Because it's not just harmless, knocking on somebody's door. This is stalking, this is harassment.
Nope, it's been pretty harmless.
And I've already looked up the laws. The laws in the state of Utah aren't trained just to threats of physical violence when it comes to harassment. So there's other forms of harassment that absolutely qualify in this case. And we need the police to take action to get these people to stop causing harm to individuals and their families.
Please.
Yep. And that's the case officer. He, like he was saying, he's going to submit, have it screened for charges with our prosecutors, right? With our city prosecutors. They're going to review everything and then ultimately arresting someone for an offense. They go to jail, they get booked, they get let out.
Yep.
It's going to go through that whole same
He'll come
process.
back out.
What's going to happen is if he's got multiple incidents with multiple agencies, it's all going to go through our district court. But then they can kind of combine everything from what I understand. And,
but also, again, adding to the charges, impersonating an officer of the court, that carries some pretty significant,
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server.
Well, she's not.
Sorry. Yeah, you can't. That's got to be illegal.
And that's, like I say, he's getting combining charges. He's going to submit.
He's Googling it.
So, yeah, and again, there's additional fraud that they're conducting. I don't know, obviously we're working with the police up in Salem, Oregon, but up there, they actually forged somebody's signature on a fake contract just to try and...
They didn't.
And it's all just
She signed it.
for
It's on
clicks,
video.
and for views and everything else online. They don't actually care about any of the things that they're going after. They just...
YouTube.
other than also the extortion. So,
You're convinced that they don't care after the lengths they've gone to get the Legos back. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here when I say this, but it's insane. Just the lies and how they're trying to get these officers to arrest them by any means necessary.
they're continuing to also press this issue of extortion when the party that actually owes the money, they're in on it with that person. They've been actively coordinating, trying to shift the blame to our company. And obviously, so like I know that you're not the attorney, you're not the one that's going to be looking at that kind of stuff, but I think it needs to be documented the actions that they are continuing to take. So them pretending to be UPS drivers and getting a signature is probably going to be used for like more additional fraud.
Yep.
That they're going to be pushing for, and that I think also is a crime to pretend to be like a delivery driver to obtain signature. Like there's so much that they're doing right now that is like part of a coordinated like just scheme to go after like people's lives.
She's been
All right,
trespassed.
hold on. Officer Sunbot is back.
Okay. She's been trespassed. Talking with him, he's telling me a different story. Again, I don't know all the specifics of your case. He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake. That's illegal.
not.
You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
You can't. It's illegal.
I've explained to him that you don't want to be served papers. He's got to figure something out. If it's, again, I don't know if there's an actual case right now.
What else can you figure out to serve him these papers? Why have you not verified this yet?
So right
I
now,
want her arrested for impersonating a process server.
so right now, I've explained that to them and explained that he needs to go a whole different route about this and to not come onto your property as well as her.
What route can he take? What route can he take? This is like plan G right now. What other route do you want this dude to take?
I can't just go and pretend. I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process serve people. That's illegal.
Okay. Have you two been to court before?
No, he can't. No, he's a YouTuber.
Okay, you've never been to court with him.
No,
So these papers that he printed up are
fake.
fake.
Yes, 1 billion, trillion, gazillion %.
Okay, never been to court with him or
Never
anyone
been to court.
associated.
No. Nobody's
so funny
ever
how
been to
confident
court.
he is.
Okay.
He's a YouTuber.
Okay, what
Yeah.
was the reason behind your store closing this month?
His harassment
get out of a
and
lawsuit?
vandalism.
Shutting down.
Yeah,
Okay, so on your own accord, you guys.
on my
shut it
own accord. Yes.
Okay, I've explained that to him. Right now, I'll look into.
Did you take pictures of those things?
Right, yes, I got the case number that he's referring to, and I'll check with the court, see if it's a valid civil case that he's trying
How
to
far are we
push
into this
through.
interaction? We're 23 minutes into this. He's gone back and forth, I think, 3 different times. The documents have still not been checked. It's still not verified that she's a real case server. This is crazy. Why was this not done off the rip? I know the answer to that. It's because they don't believe Ben and they're not taking him seriously, but that would have sped up this process 10x. And especially if the cops weren't corrupt, this would have been settled by now.
And we'll go about it that way, okay? Again, I don't know all the specifics. I don't know why this whole thing has been happening between the two of you. I'm getting 2 different stories from each one
What
of you.
is he possibly saying?
He's saying that he had $200,000 worth of Star Wars Legos.
He didn't. No, he did not.
Right.
Never had
So,
that.
so officer, again, this is Ammon. I'm with the corporate office.
He's the CEO.
Oh, hi.
So what's happened is we had a former franchisee that entered into an invalid consignment agreement with a completely separate person. That person sold their Lego sets and didn't pay the person that they entered. And this has nothing to do with Mr. Schneider. Mr. Schneider is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story and then went to this guy and said, hey, if I can harass these guys and if I can do.
Yeah, so the part Ammon's leaving out here is that Josh, this bald he went in and basically took over the franchisee of the store. And that's because there's a legal loophole to where if you take over the franchise, he's not responsible for the contract that this family signed. He saw this $200,000 worth of Legos rolling in, and he basically swooped in and kept all the money. Technically, he doesn't have to take any responsibility for the contract that they previously signed with the previous owner of this store. That's how they're trying to get away with this.
Some stuff and get some money out of them. Will you pay me some of that money? And that's what they're trying to do. Is the individual who actually owes the money left the United States, They were one of our franchisees. They were terminated as a franchisee for violating all sorts of rules. They then fled to Europe somewhere. And so we've been trying to deal with this situation. We've been trying to help
He's
the
kicked out
person
of the
up in
store.
Oregon, but because we found out later that they've been all working together to try and force some money out of us. So we've had our attorneys working on it. We've been in contact with the Marion County Sheriff's Department, the Marion County District
Gets me
Attorney,
so
the
heated.
Kaiser, and this is all up in Oregon. And then they started flying down here, coming to our corporate offices, and now they're heading to our staff and other individuals' personal
Because
residences
you won't cooperate
to
with
just
them.
harass and continue to try and extort money out of them. And so there's already a case in Provo because they've been passing fraudulent documents up in Oregon. They created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her, all sorts of things. And all of this.
I would love
while
to
he's
see
wearing
this video
glasses that have a
of
camera
the
in
murder
it.
threats.
I don't know if you see the
Is he wearing the glasses
that he's
today?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing the glasses. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're on
so
YouTube.
he's filming you guys, he's filming everything, and he's trying to put all this stuff together to put together an additional extortion attempt on us. So
Okay.
that's what they're doing, and he like if you go to his channel, Reckless Ben, that's what he does. He just goes around and he does stupid things,
Nope.
and he harasses people, and
He exposes
chops and screws
corruption.
up all of this footage, and that's all he's trying to do is get footage right now. He's just trying to get more footage to put more videos out there to get more clicks and likes. He has nothing to do with this case other than he just and he was the one who vandalized the store over the weekend, along with Mr. Mansell, who's the original person consigned to a completely different entity.
Okay.
So they just know that, like, because that other person, that other party, they went bankrupt and don't have any money, they're just going after somebody else that they think they can just extort money out of.
Gotcha. Okay. Has the store had any sort of lawsuit filed against them by this Ben
No.
Schneider or the Mansell?
So again, going on the fraud that the Marion County District Attorney's office is looking into, they filed multiple small claims court claims against a completely separate entity, and they used fictitious names to do so. All of the cases were then dropped because of it, and but none of them were filed against the actual individuals. They weren't filed against Josh or his entity. They weren't filed against us and our entity. They were filed against completely either fictitious entities or other entities. But they're fraudulently filing things with the state in order to make it look legitimate when he puts his videos out online. And he's done this at least, I think, in 2 other instances with individuals who ended up, filing lawsuits against him.
Okay.
So that's what we're working on right now with our own attorneys is going after him and his stuff. But no lawsuits have been filed against us, against Josh and his entity, or against any of the parties that he's claiming. But we're working on our lawsuit to file against him and all individuals that associate with him, including the former franchisees and Mr. Mansell, who are all colluding together to try and extort money out of us.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Let me make some phone calls and I'll be back with you. Okay, just give me 1 moment.
I didn't sign no agreement. I'm not beholden to somebody else's stupid agreement. Thanks, Emma.
Yeah.
I'm losing my voice. Yeah.
Okay, you want me to stay on the phone or?
Do you want to?
Well,
No?
when they come back,
Okay.
I guess Officer Pitt, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys need from us or from me right now?
Honesty.
Do you have any written statements that you filled out as to, kind of what's going on?
Yeah. In fact, well, again, with the Provo Police Department, I actually just went through and did a lineup, a double-blind digital lineup to pick out Mr. Schneider of that lineup because of the aggravated. I think that the Utah County Prosecutor's Office is looking at aggravated economic interference or something along those lines. Some from a felony that they're looking to push.
Okay.
At least that's what we were
Sounds like
told
a
previously.
crazy
So
technicality
I've
to
been
me.
coordinating, working with the Provo Police Department, so I'm sure you can. You want me to give you the case number?
Yeah, let me pull up my notes here. What's that Provo case number?
Hold on one second.
Kaylee thought they were coming in the house today. They tried to come in yesterday.
No, they didn't.
Okay. Provo case 25.
They would be so stupid. If they tried to come in the house, that would ruin all the validity of their reputation.
26279.
Okay. What did you say they were pushing? Aggravated what?
It's like I can't remember exactly, but if I remember, it's very similar to aggravated economic interference or aggravated business interference or something along those lines. Though they, yeah.
Do you have Detective Detective Duray or
Dore, yeah, D-O-R-E.
Detective D-O-R-E? I like how he can just lie to you guys. He's just straight face. Oh, no.
Oh, really?
$200,000.
Really?
And that's the thing is, we're on our side of things. We have to.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know Adam. You don't know it from Adam. You know what I mean?
Trying to determine everything based on both sides of the story.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I'm trying to serve him papers. Yeah, I bet you are. With a YouTuber. If I were a reputable law firm, that's it. Like, oh yeah, let the people that are.
If they're trying to serve papers, they're deputies from the sheriff's department, right? So you should be able to, like, the police should very easily be able to determine whether or not that's truthful, because if they're deputies, they have records.
Yeah, so if the papers are real,
It
serve the
says
papers
Oregon
to them.
on it, so they don't have access to the Oregon records.
Right, but you don't bring somebody down as a service processor from Oregon. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
they have to, like, the service processor has to be hired in the state of service.
so that's where I think he's making some phone calls on that right now.
You should encourage them to go to Sandy. Just like, hey, go. Those guys aren't playing.
Well, Sandy's got charges. Do they have charges on him?
Yeah, so she said, Brandon didn't dive into it, but she said, we've been trying to get this guy. He's we got other businesses and things that he's been. So they would love to get him. Love to get him. So
It might be worth calling Sandy if they want us to take him and hold him.
Oh, you should. I'll show you a picture from last night. So, they sat around my partner's house, and it's on this other channel because they had undercovers and everything. They waited for him to show up, and then a kid came to buy. This isn't a bad guy. This kid came to buy an auto part from my partner's father-in-law, and then the police. They just pounced because they were thinking it was Ben and his team, right? So they pounced that kid, scared the crap out of him because they had set up. They're like, we're just waiting because they came here.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're waiting for them to come there because that's been their MO. They come here and then they go there. So they were fully expecting him to be there, and they got,
And this was when?
just last night.
Hang tight for just 1 sec.
Yeah.
Wait, why is this muted? I thought this was unredacted. Did he mute his body cam? I think he muted his body cam to go talk to the officer. Wow, all this is muted. The whole conversation with the other officer. This is probably when they verified that the court documents were real. Oh my God, the rest of this is just completely silent. Yeah, this story is just getting crazier and crazier by the day. I'll keep you guys updated on anything else that kind of happens, any little side stories or any more information that comes out. But seriously, please go watch Reckless Ben's YouTube series so far. Part 1 and Part 2 are some of the best videos I've ever seen on YouTube. I'm not exaggerating. This story is just crazy.